Imagine feeling a tiny flutter and realizing it's not just a flutter, it's your baby's first message to you. Every kick, twist, and nudge inside your belly is part of a silent conversation your baby is having with you. But here's the amazing part. There's real science behind those little movements. And if you understand it, you're not just feeling your baby move, you're bonding, connecting, and even protecting them. This video reveals what every mom-to-be should know. And trust me, once you hear what those kicks really mean, you'll never think about pregnancy the same way again. Let's start at the very beginning. You might have already felt it, that strange, ticklish flutter in your lower belly. Was it gas? Was it muscle twitches? Maybe. But around week 16 to 22, that flutter is usually something much more magical. It's your baby's first movement, known as quickening. And it's not random. It's the very first sign that your baby's brain and muscles are working together. These tiny thumps are signs of life and growth, a wordless hello from the womb. As you move through your second trimester, something extraordinary happens. Those gentle flutters turn into stronger rolls, kicks, and even punches. Why? Because your baby is now developing real motor skills, turning, stretching, even hiccuping. By the third trimester, these movements help strengthen bones, joints, and coordination. It's like watching a baby train for life from inside the womb. Now here's a surprising truth. You've probably heard that morning sickness is just about hormones. But did you know that some research suggests early fetal movement might be triggering mild uterine responses, which your body interprets as nausea? In other words, your baby may already be active, even before you can feel it. But what do these movements mean? Let's decode the kicks. You've heard of kick counts, right? Doctors often recommend counting 10 movements within 2 hours during your baby's active time. But here's the twist. Research shows that focusing too much on numbers can actually stress moms out and might not be the best measure of health. What really matters is learning your baby's unique pattern. Once you know what's normal for your baby, you'll spot anything unusual much faster. Kicks are just the beginning. Sometimes your baby will jab, sharp, sudden movements. Other times, it's a slow roll or a twitch. Hiccups feel like gentle, rhythmic pops. Each type of movement tells a different story. A jab might mean they've just startled. A roll could mean they're getting comfy. And hiccups? That's your baby practicing breathing. Yes, breathing in the womb. Have you noticed your baby is most active at night? That's no coincidence. While you're up and moving during the day, your movement gently rocks your baby to sleep. But as soon as you lie down, they wake up and stretch out. Their wake-up calls are often at bedtime. Sorry, Mom. And they can become part of your evening ritual. Here's where it gets even deeper. The science of connection. Studies show that fetal movement isn't just physical, it's crucial for brain development. Every kick helps wire the brain's motor regions, creating pathways that will later support crawling, walking, even handwriting. So, when you feel a strong movement, that's not just muscle. It's your baby's brain learning how to control their body. But not all movement feels playful. Sometimes your baby might kick sharply after you eat something spicy, or twist uncomfortably when you lie in a weird position. These can be stress cues or discomfort signals. Over time, you'll learn to tell the difference between "I'm stretching" and "Hey mom, something's off." And yes, you can respond to your baby's rhythm. Talk to them, rub your belly, play soft music. In many cases, babies respond with a little kick or wiggle. These moments are more than sweet. They help build your baby's sense of security. You're already bonding, even before birth. Of course, not every moment is worry-free. So how do you know when to listen closely? One of the biggest fears for pregnant moms is reduced movement. And while occasional quiet spells are normal, especially during nap-like sleep cycles, a sudden drop in activity could be a red flag. Experts recommend paying attention if you notice less than usual activity over several hours during a time when your baby is normally active. What about sudden, jerky changes, or a burst of frantic movements followed by silence? These could be signs of distress, especially if they're out of pattern. That's why knowing your baby's usual routine is more important than hitting a number. The best thing you can do is trust your gut. If something feels off, don't wait. Call your doctor or midwife. Ask questions. Most of the time, they'll reassure you that everything is fine. But in rare cases, acting quickly can make a life-saving difference. But this story doesn't end at birth. The movements you feel now are the beginning of a lifelong journey. Babies who were active in the womb often stay physically expressive as newborns. They may squirm more, stretch often, or show strong head control early on. That's not just coincidence, it's the continuation of a development path that started months before. And here's something beautiful. When you recognize your baby's physical cues after birth, a curled fist, a head turn, a kicky leg, you're continuing that same language you started in the womb. You already know your baby in ways others don't. That bond, that instinct, that silent understanding, it begins with every flutter you felt during pregnancy. So the next time your belly jumps unexpectedly, don't just smile. Pause. Listen. Because that's your baby's way of saying, "I'm here, Mom. I'm growing. I'm learning. And I already love you." Thank you for being here and learning with me. If this helped you understand your baby better, please like and share it with another mama-to-be. Your support helps us reach more women on this beautiful journey. And don't miss our next video, where we reveal the truth about what your baby can hear in the womb. It'll surprise you.